Hello, everyone. Um, Here we have a drawing I just finalized very quickly. This is a quantum drawing. Let's go and drill page one on a daily basis. Even though this is a little is tedious, and I repeat myself, but it's very important to keep within the structuralism of the practice. We're practicing active imagination by the great genius, Swiss psychologist, psychiatrist, Carl Gustav Jung, where he says practice active imagination through number one, concentrate. Concentrate helps to grow the mind. Number two, focus on a dream. Number three, let the unconscious speak. Number four, generate an artifact on paper, a drawing, a quantum drawing. Analyzing the message, and practice, practice, practice. So this is my daily psychoanalytical drawing, utilizing principles of quantum deformation and quantum geometry loop, quantum geometry deformation. Something that I'm very passionate about and something I've been doing for a lot of years as an artist and as a visual physicist. So the idea is I'm going to focus on a dream I had. I've been having dreams, but it was a dream that it was very, very, very wishy-washy, trying to put it around, trying to put it together. I saw some shapes, kind of a roof, the shape of a roof here, roof. By the way, these are, let me start how I start this. I start by a doodling, and I write some stuff out. Here I added on later on roof, a roof of a house. And these are abstract. This is basically working what Jung would talk about, letting the unconscious speak. So in my dreams, I was a lot of shapes, a lot of geometric shapes. Within, I would imagine, within the region of this area, which would be my head, right? My head. Look how funny what I did here. This, I'll get into it. But this is something that I started doing this, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go wishy-washy. I said it was wishy-washy. I wasn't sure if I was going to situate myself here or here. But I started here, and then I went over here, just basically doing a gestural entanglement of lines and the representation of a mathematical representation of a quantum space, okay? Just entangling energy. After all, we are energy, okay? Energy in a formation of a body, of a forming content of a body. And then that body, let's go over this very quickly. The structuralism of Carl Jung. We have the ego, we have the subconscious, the conscious that becomes a collective. We have the unconscious mind, then we have the anima, the animas, then we hit the self and the shadow, okay? So there's something really yummy going on here, very rich, where this, when I started this energy here, there was a duality. There was a duality there was a duality of finding a helping hand, where do I go when I leave, right? When you leave in a relationship, when you leave a job, when you leave a house, when you leave a home, where do you go, right? Where do you go? And here we go, based on a video I did yesterday on having a real refined eyeball that we see not only the 3D world, but we see the interior, right? The interior of ourself, so we can tap into what? The exciting self. After we do shadow work, self. We're going to hit the self, right? And out of all this stuff here, we might generate an archetype, a Zarathustra. Oh my God, I was going to say Lance Armstrong, an archetype. It could be anything. An alter ego, something that we always felt as a child, that when we wanted to leave, we would leave creatively wise. We would become a fireman. We would become whatever, a soldier, and we would exit ourselves by becoming something else. Okay, this is the power we have through active imagination and through creativity. If we're stuck, okay, if we're stuck in attachment, meaning the attachment of a relationship, of a house, a roof over our head. Look how interesting. A roof over our head. A roof over what? The head. And obviously here we have the loop, the quantum geometry loop, gravity loop, where what happens? The fragmentation of a home, of a house, becomes the what? The universal home. The house that goes into an infinite space-time. So wherever you go, you take your home. Okay? So making a home, it's really not the structuralism of a home. Sure, we need the structuralism of a roof, the floors, the windows, the doors, the bathroom, the plumbing, the electrical, etc. Very similar to our intrinsic. We have plumbing, we have intestines here. I've been having, problems with my stomach. It's been a very tough year. 2022 was a big breakup with a soul partner. No accountability. I had to no emotions, no communication. So I had to internalize. Plus, we broke a home. We broke a pattern. We broke a life together. So I had to exit out. I did find a new love connection, which appears to be a person that has the same values or the same goals of having a home, of having safety, of having stability, right? Stability is very important because when we have intestinal pains, gastronomia, gastroenterology pain, gastronomy pain is usually interconnected with what? With our emotions. Until we don't let go and we get out and we don't let go of the attachment, we will have side effects. Usually the side effects for us humans are health related. Doesn't mean that they're life threatening, but you should definitely get it checked out, especially if you've been through a lot of emotional distress that creates also physical distress, because physicality is how you manage not only your internal world, but your three-dimensional world, your Euclidean world, which we are part of, living with a roof over our heads, where we have a door and we walk in there and that's our safe space. When that space is compromised, we're left in limbo. And here, very interesting, I had no need to define the head in my quantum, moving my energy around. There was no need to, because I've left my head, what? Open to new possibilities and probability factors. I am really in quantum consciousness because I am not close to anything. My doors are not closed. Oh, my windows are open, but I'm open, completely open to get out, to move on, bring somebody else into my heart space, right? Into my heart space. Then be able to bring this all back, this unity, and get my health back. Stop having intestinal pains, or just being worried of how to restructure myself, right? So I hope this drawing resonated with someone, that you can feel that you can interconnect through your own creativity and find your own self-portrait. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.